We will talk about Logistics Chapter 1. This chapter addresses 4 key issues. 1. Logistics and the supply chain. Definitions, structure, tiering. 2. Material flow and information flow, the supply chain and the demand chain. 3. Competing through logistics. Competitive criteria in the marketplace. 4. Logistics strategies. Aligning capabilities across the supply chain. We will talk about these issues in the next slides. First, we want to answer these questions. What is the supply chain and how is it structured? What is the purpose of a supply chain? Supply chain refers to the network of organizations, resources, activities, and technologies involved in the production, distribution, and delivery of goods or services from the point of origin to the point of consumption. It encompasses all the processes and interactions required to bring a product or service to the end customer. The structure of a supply chain can vary depending on the industry, company size, and specific requirements. However, it typically consists of the following key components. 1. Suppliers. These are the entities or organizations that provide the raw materials, components, or services needed for the production or assembly of a product. Suppliers can be local or global, and they play a crucial role in the overall supply chain performance. 2. Manufacturers or producers. Manufacturers transform the raw materials and components into finished products through various production processes. They are responsible for managing the production facilities and ensuring the quality and timely delivery of the goods. 3. Distributors or wholesalers. Distributors purchase products from manufacturers in large quantities and store them in warehouses. They then sell these products to retailers or other intermediaries in smaller quantities. Distributors help bridge the gap between manufacturers and retailers, ensuring products are available when and where they are needed. 4. Retailers or sellers. Retailers are the final link in the supply chain before products reach the end customers. They operate physical stores, online platforms, or both, and are responsible for selling products directly to consumers. Retailers manage inventory, promote products, and provide customer service. 5. Customers. Customers are the ultimate recipients of the products or services in the supply chain. They can be individuals or other businesses, depending on the nature of the supply chain. Meeting customer demands and providing a satisfactory experience are key objectives of any supply chain. 6. Transportation and logistics. This component involves the movement of goods and materials throughout the supply chain. It includes activities such as transportation management, warehousing, inventory management, order fulfillment, and packaging. Logistics ensures the smooth flow of products from suppliers to manufacturers, distributors, retailers, and ultimately to customers. 7. Information systems. Supply chains rely heavily on information systems to manage and coordinate various activities. These systems include technologies for inventory tracking, demand forecasting, order processing, supply chain analytics, and communication among different stakeholders. Information systems enable real-time visibility, data sharing, and efficient decision-making within the supply chain. It's important to note that the structure of a supply chain can be more complex, especially in global or multi-tier supply chains involving multiple intermediaries and geographically dispersed operations. The overall goal is to optimize the flow of materials, information, and finances to ensure the right product is available at the right place, time, and quantity while minimizing costs and maximizing customer satisfaction. The development of the concept of integrated logistics and value chain analysis has greatly influenced the understanding and management of supply chains. Here's an explanation of the key elements. 1. Total systems cost. Total systems cost refers to the comprehensive cost associated with managing and operating a supply chain. It encompasses all the costs incurred throughout the supply chain, including procurement, production, transportation, warehousing, and distribution. By considering the total systems cost, companies can identify cost drivers, optimize processes, and make informed decisions to minimize overall expenses. 2. Outbound logistics. Outbound logistics involves the activities related to the warehousing and distribution of finished goods from the manufacturing facilities to the end customers. This includes managing inventory, order processing, packaging, transportation, and delivery to ensure timely and accurate fulfillment of customer orders. Effective outbound logistics help companies meet customer demands efficiently and economically. 3. Inbound logistics. Inbound logistics focuses on the receiving, warehousing, and distribution of raw materials and components needed for the production process. It involves coordinating with suppliers, managing inventory levels, optimizing transportation routes, and ensuring timely availability of inputs for manufacturing. Efficient inbound logistics contribute to streamlined production processes and reduced lead times. 4. Value chain analysis. Value chain analysis is a framework developed by Michael Porter that examines a company's internal and external activities to identify value-adding activities and opportunities for competitive advantage. Integrated logistics activities play a crucial role in the value chain. By analyzing the logistics processes within the overall value chain, companies can identify areas for cost reduction, process improvement, and customer value enhancement. This analysis helps in aligning logistics activities with the broader strategic objectives of the organization. Overall, the development of these concepts highlights the recognition of logistics as a critical component of supply chain management. By integrating inbound and outbound logistics activities and considering the total systems cost, organizations can enhance efficiency, reduce costs, and create value for customers. Value chain analysis provides a framework for understanding how logistics activities contribute to the overall competitive advantage of a company by identifying opportunities for differentiation and cost leadership. This diagram shows how a supply chain works. It illustrates the flow of materials from the source to the market and the different stages involved in the process. Here are some key points. Raw materials supply points. These are the places where the materials needed for making goods are obtained, such as farms, mines, or factories. Raw materials storage. These are the places where the materials are stored before being sent to the manufacturing plants, such as warehouses or silos. Manufacturing. These are the places where the materials are transformed into finished goods, such as factories or workshops. Finished goods storage. These are the places where the goods are stored before being delivered to the customers, such as distribution centers or depots. Markets. These are the places where the goods are sold to the consumers, such as online platforms or physical stores. The diagram also shows the terms physical supply materials management and physical distribution, which refer to the activities involved in moving and handling the materials and goods throughout the supply chain. The supply chain management concept. To explain the concept of a supply chain, let me use an example of a chocolate bar. A supply chain is a group of partners who work together to create a product and deliver it to the customer. Here are some of the partners involved in the chocolate bar supply chain. farmers who grow and harvest cocoa beans, traders who buy and sell cocoa beans, processors who turn cocoa beans into cocoa butter and powder, manufacturers who make chocolate bars from cocoa butter, powder, sugar, and other ingredients, distributors who transport and store chocolate bars, retailers who sell chocolate bars to customers, customers who buy and enjoy chocolate bars. Each partner in the supply chain adds value to the product by transforming it or moving it closer to the customer. However, each partner also faces challenges and risks, such as weather, quality, price, demand, and competition. Therefore, planning and controlling the processes that link the partners together is very important. This is called supply chain management. Supply chain management aims to optimize the performance of the supply chain by aligning the goals and strategies of the partners, coordinating the flow of information, materials, and money, reducing costs and waste, improving quality and service, increasing customer satisfaction and loyalty. Supply chain management can be done at different levels, such as operational, which focuses on the day-to-day activities and decisions, tactical, which focuses on the medium-term plans and policies, strategic, which focuses on the long-term vision and direction. Supply chain management can also be done in different ways, such as collaborative, which involves sharing information and resources with other partners, competitive, which involves gaining an advantage over other partners, cooperative, which involves working together with other partners for mutual benefit. Supply chain management is a complex and dynamic process that requires constant monitoring and adaptation. It is also a key source of competitive advantage and value creation for businesses and customers. This diagram shows how the supply chain of fat-free milk works. It illustrates the flow of materials from the source to the market and the different stages involved in the process. Here are some key points. Upstream. This section involves the extraction and processing of raw materials such as wood, chemicals, and milk that are needed to make the product. It includes the following entities. Lumber Company. This company provides wood for making cardboard containers. Chemical extraction plant. This plant extracts chemicals from natural sources for making plastic containers and other ingredients. Paper mill. This mill processes wood into paper for making cardboard containers. Chemical plant. This plant processes chemicals into various forms for making plastic containers and other ingredients. Dairy farm. This farm produces raw milk from cows. Cardboard container manufacturer. This manufacturer makes cardboard containers from paper. Plastic container manufacturer. This manufacturer makes plastic containers from chemicals. Internal functions. This section involves the transformation and packaging of raw milk into fat-free milk. It includes the following processes. Milk product processing. This process removes fat and other impurities from raw milk and pasteurizes it to make it safe for consumption. Packaging operation. This process fills the containers with fat-free milk and seals them. It also involves labeling the containers with information such as brand name, expiration date, and nutrition facts. Label company. This company provides labels for the containers. Downstream. This section involves the delivery and sale of fat-free milk to the customers. It includes the following entities. External distributors. These distributors transport and store the packaged milk products from the packaging operation to the retail grocers. Retail grocers. These grocers sell the packaged milk products to the customers. Customers. These are the end users who buy and consume the fat-free milk. The diagram also shows the material flow and information flow between the entities and processes. The material flow indicates the movement of physical goods, such as raw materials, containers, and milk products. The information flow indicates the exchange of data, such as orders, invoices, and feedback. This diagram shows how the supply chain of car manufacturing works. It illustrates the flow of materials and information from the suppliers to the dealers and the different stages involved in the process. Here are some key points of manufacturing. This stage involves making various components for the car, such as engines, transmissions, electrical devices, and plastics. There are 57 plants that produce these components. Assembly material planning. This stage involves scheduling and planning the production and delivery of the components to the assembly plants. There are 19 plants that handle this stage. Pots. This stage involves storing, receiving, and moving the components to the assembly line. It also involves requesting to buy pots from the purchasing department. Purchasing. This stage involves sourcing materials from hundreds of suppliers, such as stampings, castings, electronics, and climate controls. It also involves engineering changes and ship releases. Sales operations. This stage involves allocating orders and introducing new products and engineering changes to the dealers. It also involves product engineering and ship release. Car dealers. This is the final stage where the cars are sold to the customers. The second issue we need to talk about is what is the relationship between material flow and information flow. Effective coordination of material and information flow is a critical aspect of business operations, involving the management of physical goods and data throughout the entire supply chain. Material flow encompasses sourcing, production, logistics, and delivery, while information flow involves demand forecasting, order processing, inventory management, and delivery tracking. Coordination involves seamless communication and synchronization achieved through visibility, collaboration, planning, and flexibility. The benefits include increased efficiency, improved customer satisfaction, and enhanced competitiveness, ultimately leading to operational excellence and a competitive advantage for businesses. The slide is a flow diagram that illustrates the evolution of logistics integration from 1960 to 2000. It shows the progression from fragmentation to total integration, highlighting the consolidation and streamlining of various logistics processes over time. Some key points from the image are: fragmentation 1960. Logistics was divided into multiple individual elements, such as demand forecasting, purchasing, production planning, warehousing, transportation, etc. Each element was managed separately and had little coordination with others. Evolving integration 1980. Logistics began to integrate into two broader categories: inbound logistics and outbound logistics. Inbound logistics dealt with the flow of materials and goods from suppliers to manufacturers, while outbound logistics dealt with the flow of finished products from manufacturers to customers. Total integration 2000. Logistics became a fully integrated supply chain, encompassing all the activities from sourcing to delivery. The supply chain was optimized to reduce costs, improve quality, and enhance customer satisfaction. As you see, this is a flowchart that illustrates the process of material and information flow from a manufacturer to the end customer. It shows the stages of shipment, replenishment, and purchases, along with the roles of manufacturer, wholesaler, point of sale, and end customer. Some key points from the image are: shipment. The manufacturer sends the finished products to the wholesaler, who stores them in a warehouse. Replenishment. The wholesaler replenishes the inventory of the point of sale, which is a retail store that sells the products to the customers. Purchases. The customers buy the products from the point of sale, generating end customer demand. Material flow are the physical movement of goods from the manufacturer to the customer. Information flow, the exchange of data and feedback between the different parties involved in the supply chain. Possible sources of demand information, the data that can be used to forecast and plan the production and distribution of goods, such as order, sell-through, and end customer demand. This figure is a diagram that shows the supply chain process from vendors to customers. It shows the different stages of sourcing, storing, transporting, processing, and distributing goods. Some key points from the image are: vendors, the suppliers of raw materials or components for the production of goods. Sourcing, the procurement of materials or components from vendors. Inbound storage/transportation, the internal storage and transportation of materials or components from vendors to the production site. Operations, the processing or manufacturing of goods from materials or components. Outbound storage/transportation, the external storage and transportation of finished goods from the production site to the distribution centers or customers. Consumer distribution, the delivery of finished goods to the end consumers. The third issue we need to explain is: how do products win orders in the marketplace, and how does logistics contribute to a competitive advantage? Creating a logistics advantage in a competitive marketplace can indeed be achieved through three basic ways: quality, time, and cost. Here's an explanation of how each of these factors can contribute to gaining a logistics advantage. 1. Quality. Logistics quality refers to the reliability, accuracy, and consistency of logistics processes and services. By focusing on quality, organizations can ensure that their logistics operations meet or exceed customer expectations, leading to higher customer satisfaction and loyalty. Some key aspects of logistics quality include: accurate order fulfillment, ensuring that the right products are delivered to the right customers in the right quantities and conditions. On-time delivery, meeting or exceeding delivery deadlines and providing reliable transportation and distribution services. Error-free documentation, ensuring accurate and complete documentation for shipments, such as invoices, packing lists, and customs paperwork. Effective handling and packaging, ensuring that products are handled, packed, and protected properly to prevent damage or spoilage during transportation and storage. Responsive customer service, providing excellent customer support and promptly addressing any logistics-related issues or inquiries. 2. Time. Time-related factors in logistics focus on reducing lead times, improving responsiveness, and streamlining processes. Time efficiency is crucial in meeting customer expectations, reducing inventory holding costs, and enabling faster order fulfillment. Some ways to gain a time-related logistics advantage include: faster order processing, streamlining order processing, including order entry, verification, and preparation for shipment. Efficient transportation, optimizing transportation routes, modes, and carrier selection to minimize transit times and maximize efficiency. Agile inventory management, implementing systems and strategies that enable better inventory visibility and control, reducing stockouts and replenishment delays. Quick response to market changes, being responsive to changes in customer demand, market trends, and supply chain disruptions to adjust logistics operations promptly. Just-in-time, JIT, delivery, implementing JIT principles to synchronize supply with demand, reducing lead times and inventory carrying costs. 3. Cost. Cost efficiency is a critical aspect of logistics management, as it directly impacts profitability and competitiveness. By effectively managing costs throughout the logistics processes, organizations can gain a competitive edge, Some strategies for achieving cost-related logistics advantage include supply chain optimization, analyzing the end-to-end supply chain to identify opportunities for cost reduction, such as consolidating shipments, optimizing inventory levels, or renegotiating supplier contracts. Efficient transportation management, optimizing transportation routes, modes, and carrier contracts to minimize transportation costs. Effective warehouse and inventory management, implementing lean principles, improving space utilization, reducing carrying costs, and minimizing obsolescence. Process automation, utilizing technology and automation to streamline logistics processes, reduce manual intervention, and improve efficiency. Supplier and partner collaboration, collaborating closely with suppliers and logistics partners to identify cost-saving opportunities, such as joint transportation or inventory pooling. By focusing on quality, time, and cost, organizations can enhance their logistics operations and gain a competitive advantage in terms of customer satisfaction, responsiveness, and profitability. It is important to assess the specific needs and priorities of the organization and its customers to determine the most effective strategies for creating a logistics advantage. This slide shows a diagram of a supply chain for a physical product, like a toy car. The diagram shows the flow of materials and information from the raw materials supplier to the finished goods retailer. The diagram is divided into 4 main stages. 1. Procurement. This stage involves sourcing the raw materials needed to produce the toy car. The diagram shows a raw materials supplier, but it doesn't specify what materials are used. 2. Production. This stage involves transforming the raw materials into the finished product. The diagram shows a factory where the toy car is assembled. 3. Distribution. This stage involves transporting the finished product to the retailer. The diagram shows a warehouse and a truck. 4. Retail. This stage involves selling the finished product to the customer. The diagram shows a retail store. The arrows on the diagram show the flow of materials and information. The solid arrows show the flow of physical materials, such as the raw materials, the toy car, and the packaging. The dashed arrows show the flow of information, such as orders and invoices. Different logistics performance objectives can be categorized into 2 main categories: order winners and order qualifiers. Let's explore each category in more detail. 1. Order winners. Order winners are the factors that directly and significantly contribute to products or services winning orders in the marketplace. These factors are considered crucial by customers and are often the key reasons why they choose a particular product or service over competitors. In the context of logistics, order winners are logistics performance objectives that differentiate a company's offerings and provide a competitive advantage. Some examples of logistics-related order winners include fast and reliable delivery, providing speedy and dependable delivery services that meet or exceed customer expectations. Customization and flexibility, offering tailored logistics solutions that cater to specific customer requirements, such as personalized packaging, labeling, or delivery options. Efficient order fulfillment, ensuring accurate and timely order processing, picking, packing, and shipping to meet customer demands promptly. Exceptional customer service, providing responsive and helpful customer support, including timely order tracking, issue resolution, and effective communication. These order winners help companies stand out in the marketplace and contribute to their success by attracting and retaining customers. 2. Order qualifiers. Order qualifiers are the factors that are considered by the market as minimum standards or prerequisites for a product or service to be taken seriously. They act as an entry ticket for companies to be considered by customers. In logistics, order qualifiers are the basic performance standards that must be met to establish credibility and competitiveness. While they may not be the primary reasons for customers to choose a particular product or service, their absence or failure to meet these standards can result in rejection by customers. Some examples of logistics-related order qualifiers include on-time delivery, meeting agreed-upon delivery schedules, and reliably fulfilling customer orders within the expected time frame. Accuracy and reliability, ensuring the correct and complete fulfillment of customer orders without errors, discrepancies, or product defects. Competitive pricing, offering pricing that is comparable or competitive within the market segment, aligning with customer expectations and perceived value. Compliance with regulatory requirements, meeting legal and regulatory standards such as safety regulations, customs requirements, or industry-specific certifications. Adequate inventory availability, maintaining sufficient stock levels to meet customer demand and prevent stockouts or shortages. Order qualifiers set the baseline expectations for customers, and companies must meet these standards to establish credibility and be considered in the competitive landscape. It is important for companies to understand both their order winners and order qualifiers to design effective logistics strategies. By excelling in order winners and meeting or exceeding order qualifiers, companies can enhance their competitiveness, attract customers, and achieve success in the marketplace. The last issue we need to talk about is linking supply chain and business strategy. Linking the supply chain and business strategy involves aligning the goals, objectives, and activities of the supply chain with the overall strategic direction of the business. It entails recognizing the critical role of the supply chain in achieving the organization's broader objectives and ensuring that supply chain decisions and actions support and enhance the business strategy. Here's an explanation of how supply chain and business strategy are linked. 1. Strategic alignment. The first step in linking the supply chain and business strategy is to understand the organization's overall strategic objectives. This includes identifying the target market, competitive positioning, value proposition, and long-term goals of the business. The supply chain strategy should be developed in alignment with these broader business objectives to ensure coherence and synergy. 2. Customer focus. Business strategies often revolve around meeting customer needs and delivering value. The supply chain plays a crucial role in achieving this by ensuring customer satisfaction through efficient and effective delivery of products or services. By understanding customer demands, preferences, and expectations, the supply chain can be designed and operated to meet or exceed these requirements, thereby supporting the business strategy. 3. Cost and efficiency. Supply chain management has a significant impact on cost structure and operational efficiency. Business strategies often include objectives related to cost reduction, profitability improvement, or operational excellence. The supply chain can contribute to these goals by optimizing processes, reducing waste, improving inventory management, and enhancing overall efficiency. By aligning supply chain activities with cost-related objectives, organizations can achieve a competitive advantage and support their broader business strategy. 4. Innovation and differentiation. Business strategies often involve differentiation and innovation to stand out in the marketplace. The supply chain can be a source of innovation and differentiation by enabling unique capabilities or value-added services. For example, implementing advanced technology solutions, adopting sustainable practices, or designing innovative logistics models can differentiate an organization from competitors and support its business strategy. 5. Flexibility and responsiveness. Business strategies need to be adaptable to changing market conditions and customer demands. The supply chain must be designed to provide flexibility and responsiveness to accommodate fluctuations in demand, changes in product mix, or shifts in market dynamics. By aligning the supply chain with the need for agility and responsiveness, organizations can effectively execute their business strategies and seize opportunities in a dynamic environment. 6. Performance measurement and improvement. Linking the supply chain and business strategy requires establishing key performance indicators that align with the strategic objectives. By measuring and monitoring supply chain performance against these KPIs, organizations can identify areas for improvement, track progress, and make informed decisions to support the business strategy. 7. Collaboration and partnerships. Successful execution of a business strategy often involves collaboration with supply chain partners, including suppliers, distributors, and logistics service providers. Building strong relationships and aligning objectives with these partners can enhance supply chain performance and enable the achievement of strategic goals.
Thank you for watching. If you liked this video, please like and subscribe to channel.